We're here to have a very exciting announcement. The very first person that is going to speak is the man who is not only responsible for all of the significant investment we've made in transportation the last 7.5 years around the Commonwealth, but someone who understands that it's really all about economic development. Please join me in welcoming the Governor of the Commonwealth, Deval Patrick.
Come out of the ring. Come out of the ring. All right, can you hear me all right? Yeah. Okay. First of all, Mr. Secretary, thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today in the rain and for your patience with the setup. But you're going to have to be patient a little while longer. You've been waiting a long time for us to fix, basically, the pike. And when we talk about our investments in education, innovation, and infrastructure and how unglamorous infrastructure investments are, in fact, they are very strategic. They are very much about how we expand jobs and opportunity, how we create new neighborhoods, strengthen communities, families, and lift us all. The straightening out of the pike is about simplifying the commute. It's about finally resolving one of the worst off-ramps in America, which we will do, and create some 25 or 50 acres of new developable opportunities. You all know that's happening, and it's real. What you don't know is that a part of that project is creating the new West Station, which will be a multimodal rail, commuter station, commuting rail, DMUs, I think, as well.
That's right.
So we can get in and out of Boston, back and forth to Worcester, and make the very best use of this new space, this new land, and the abutting neighborhoods. Let me thank all of those who had a role in helping this happen. There was one key person in the administration of many who did the hard slog of negotiating with CSX to acquire the rights to lines that enable the South Coast Rail, additional commuter rail out to Worcester, and this project today, and that's our former Lieutenant Governor, Tim Murray, who is here. Did you drive this train here today? I want to thank our leadership in MassDOT. I acknowledge the current Secretary of Transportation, who has done a marvelous job. Our former Secretary is here as well, and Jeff, thank you for the excellent job you did. I want to thank Harvard, which is contributing to the cost of West Station. We appreciate their stepping up. And I want to thank all the members of the Alston community who worked with the task force through some pretty interesting and sometimes colorful meetings. I'm looking at you. But who brought their best thinking, their best ideas, their creativity, their creative tension to getting a really good plan. Now stay at the table, everybody, because there's a lot of work still to do. Thanks, everybody, for being here.
Thank you, Governor. Step back in the rain, exactly. Thank you, Governor. This has to be the most awkward press conference I've ever presided over. One more step, sure. Okay. And, as the governor said, this is not about a multimodal station. It's not about just commuter rail and bus service, but it's about a neighborhood. And for all those neighbors who have helped us get to this place, as the governor said, we're going to need you the next couple of years because we got a lot of work to do. And we'll be handing it off to a guy who's going to help make it happen, Mayor Marty Walsh. We talked to the mayor when he came into office. He talked about a number of neighborhoods, but this was a place he said to us, the state, we need to figure out a way to make it what it can be. And we're proud to have him as a partner. Please say hello to Marty Walsh.
Thank you, Secretary. I'm laughing because I just spent 10 days in Ireland. It barely rained there, and it's pouring here. And those of you from Ireland know what it's about. This is how it is. I want to thank you all. I want to thank Governor Patrick for his commitment here. This is absolutely incredible. Secretary Davey, my former colleagues in the legislature, Representative Kevin Honan and Senator Will Brownsberger, also former Lieutenant Governor Tim Murray. This is much more than a highway project. This project is going to be able to be a connection to the community. We did a walkthrough a couple weeks ago with MassDOT and with Boston Public Works, and we really walked through to see about the huge potential here and the investment made by Harvard, the investment made by the governor, and his commitment to this community really is outstanding. It's legacy making, and I want to thank Governor Patrick tremendously. And I also want to, the one thing I think that's exciting for a lot of people is that we're going to have complete streets here. We're going to have bicyclists, we're going to have walkers, we're going to have pedestrians, we're going to have cars, all to be able to coexist on roadways that we're able to do and make safe. So I'm going to stop talking because I know that everyone's getting soaking out there. And I just want to thank everyone, in particular MassDOT, for their commitment here today and making sure that as some people retire, we will make sure that your ideas are carried forward. Thank you.
Some people.
I think the mayor just retired, the governor and I. Not yet. Oh, he has a list. Okay, yeah, there's 100 days. No. Well, as we said, this isn't about not only about the state getting it done, but it's about legislative partnerships and enabling us with the resources at MassDOT to do things like this, to think multimodal and beyond just a highway road system are the two electeds who are going to speak here in a moment. First, introduce actually my state senator, someone who's been pushing really hard in a whole bunch of transit projects, Will Brownsberger.
Thank you. Thank you, Rich. I just want to say an extremely enthusiastic thank you to the Governor of the Commonwealth for his leadership in focusing on transportation infrastructure. It's a huge thing. It's making a difference all across the state. I want to thank, again, enthusiastically, Secretary Davey for his creative leadership, putting things together, something like this, public-private partnership, not an easy thing to make happen. Extremely grateful to them for making this happen. We look forward to the continuing effort with the community. We're working all together to try to make this thing as perfect as it can be for everybody. But the big step forward, the foundation is there, and thank you for your leadership, Secretary Davey, Governor Patrick.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Will. Thank you so much. Before I introduce our last speaker, there are just a few folks I do want to acknowledge. First, our partners at CSX, Lisa Mancini and her team are here. Thank you very much. Hiding under the umbrella. Harvard University. Now, Katie Lapp was asked to speak. She declined smartly because it's pouring out. So once again, it shows you, even if you work at Harvard, you have to be smart as well to attend Harvard. And our partners, Lieutenant Governor has mentioned, other folks here. I know Fred Salvucci, Sal DiDomenico is there. Tony's here somewhere. Where's Tony? The architect in part of thinking about this 30 years ago. Thank you for that. And lastly, a real champion for transit and for transportation in the neighborhood is Representative Kevin Hohn. Kevin, ready?
Yep, thank you.
Ready? I'm sorry.
Thank you very much. Hello, friends and neighbors. Everybody well? Good to see you all. I'm also speaking on behalf of Mark Siomo and Representative Mike Moran, who have family commitments. For many years, we in Alston-Brighton have been advocating for commuter rail stops. We have filed sub-items in the budget to do studies, and we were not able to get it to happen. Well, it's happening now, and it's happening because of Governor Deval Patrick, and it's happening because of this partnership that's been put together. We also know that the best social program, as Marty Walsh knows, which was a key point in his life, is a job. The best social program is a job. This station will provide jobs, but it will also provide clean access to people to get to their jobs and to get to their colleges and universities. It'll free up space on the Green Line trains. It'll lessen traffic in our neighborhood. So Governor Deval Patrick and Mayor, we just want to thank you on behalf of the neighborhood. I also want to thank the 59 people who are on the I-90 Interchange Task Force for all the wonderful recommendations you folks are coming up with. Thank you very much. This is a great day for the neighborhood.